Hi everyone. Um, Continuing on with my Vulcan run. As you can see, I've been racking up some Venus episodes lately. 24. This is where we left off. As I recall, I'm about to do a gas swap. However, I'm going to rip up that H2 combustor first. So we'll see what happens. I didn't actually test it. This is actually my test right here. So I could be talking to nobody right now, because if this fails, I'm going to restart this transmission from the beginning. So let's see what happens. Let's get my tablet ready. There's no atmospheres here. I'm ripping this thing up. In here I've got, see, H2, CO2, and X. So let's see if it releases gases or not. Just drill that up. And yeah, so those gases just got destroyed. Oh, it looks like I'm not restarting the transmission. We're continuing on with this one. Fantastic. That was my test, but I thought I'll do a proper video introduction just in case I keep playing afterwards. So yeah, it was actually perfectly safe. I could have done that last episode. Now I'm about to do a gas swap. I want a quick look to see what temperature I have in here. I remember it was 45 degrees, 44.6. And the temperature in the greenhouse is 21.7. So when I mix these, I should end up with approximately 30 degree temperature, a 30, bit more than 30, 32, if I'm lucky, 32.5, 33. Let's try and take a guess. I'm going to predict 33.1. We'll see how close I am. I'm dying of thirst. I could have drunk something before I entered here. It's too late. I'm trapped. I'm a caged animal. Can't get out. Let me out. No, we'll see how this goes. I could cancel that pressurization and have a ton of gases whoosh into me. I honestly, it wouldn't actually be bad. Nothing bad would happen. So, come on, let's go. I watched quite a bit of the last episode while I was eating a meal. I decided to throw my last episode on in the background and just kind of remind myself of what I was doing. And I noticed quite a few little mistakes. I'm going to try and just quickly fix those this episode. But my main goal is that furnace out there. So anyway, first thing I'm going to do. Okay, the pressure in here is already only 71 kilopascals. It's very small. We have 49% O2. There is a ton of O2 here. There's like 3,000 moles in here. So we're going to turn this on and we're going to suck out as much as we can until the pressure is almost unbearable to these poor plants. These guys are doing a fantastic job just filling my base with O2, well, filling the greenhouse with O2. And like 3,000 moles of O2, that's the same as 3,000 moles of water. If I want to convert it all into water, what pressure are we at? I don't need this. I can see in the bottom right. Let's bring the pressure down to about 20 on this square. Of course, it's not 20 on the other squares. If I go out here, for instance, it's 52. But we'll bring it down to 20 on this square. I don't want to damage these poor little plants behind me. That'll do. Don't want to hurt these little guys. They're doing a fantastic job. Not that it really matters. Honestly, tomatoes are infinite. I can just keep sucking this stuff out, dropping it. I don't know what the minimum pressure for a plant is. I have really no idea. I've looked it up once before, but I'd be guessing if I threw a number at you. I'm thinking it was like 5 kilopascals, but maybe my memory was failing me. Who knows? So what's happening now is CO2 is, hot CO2 is filling my base, mixing with the cooler gas mix that I have. I want to get that O2 percentage down more. Like, that's going to keep dropping as the pressure in here fills up. But I feel more comfortable with like 10% O2. It means I can kind of just ignore my greenhouse for a long time and not have to sit in here and babysit stuff. I've found it surprisingly easy to maintain the temperature in my greenhouse, which is a good change from other runs where I've actually struggled like crazy. I'm just going to suck some more atmosphere out of here. While I'm doing this, I'm also you got to remember I'm putting cool air into my CO2 tank, so I'm actually cooling down my CO2 tank a bit by doing this. I might be able to, well, yeah, I might be able to chuck a bunch of CO2 into this pipe. Speaking of which, I got to be careful about this because I might not have enough CO2 in my pipe to fill my greenhouse if I'm not careful. I'm just trying to click on the pipe. I'm trying to hover over the pipe network. Yeah, so I've still got 7,000 moles of CO2 in my pipe network. It's at 44.6 degrees. And I really want to just fill this greenhouse up. See, it's only at 80 kilopascals. If I run into the exact opposite corner, the kilopascals is going down. It's only 71 kilopascals over here. I want this entire greenhouse at 101, basically. I want to max it. Well, not. I'm maxing it for what the vent can do. The active vent can push as much as a little over 101 kilopascals, and it won't put any more in here anymore. So I want to get this filled up here. I got all the way to 101. See, my O2 percentage is still 22%. That's gonna drop. That's gonna drop even more. Yeah, I'm dying of thirst. Um, and once this is full, all the way to 101 kilopascals, the O2 percentage is probably going to be um, probably like 19% or something. Maybe only 20% still. It's still too much CO2, so I'm going to pull more out. It looks like I wildly badly predicted the final temperature of this room because we're already up to 35.2, and it's going to go even higher. But I'm going to keep that wall cooler going and let this thing drop all the way down to 20 degrees again. That's why I want to suck out as much O2 as possible because I don't want my CO2 levels to drop too low. I don't want to forget about my greenhouse and then, okay, let's do this. I don't want to forget about my greenhouse and then it just like uses up all the CO2 and my plants start dying because there's no CO2 left. So I'm just dragging out as much of the, trying to suck out as much O2 as I possibly can from this greenhouse. Get that percentage right down to something really tiny. So I've turned off the CO2 in. I need to keep an eye on this pipe network. So there's only 4.68 kmols left. I can't suck out too much of this. Maybe when the pressure gets to 40, I'll just stop there and I'll just spend the rest of the time pumping CO2 in here. Yeah, okay, that'll do. That's about it. I'm just worried that I'll run out of CO2, that there just won't be any more CO2 left in this pipe. It's very hard to click on that. Yeah, I know. I'm dying of thirst. My power is low. My health is low. When I get out of here, I'll drink and I'll go change my battery over. I just want to get this gas swap out of the way so I don't have to think about my greenhouse for a while. I just have to glance at the monitor. In fact, that'll be one of the first little housekeeping duties I do when I get out of here, is I'm going to move the monitor to that location I was talking about last episode. Okay, so we're, as you can see, my CO2 levels in that pipe are dropping. There's only 2.6 kmols of CO2 left in there. How much more pressure do I need to put in this room? Quite a lot. So that CO2 pipe will probably empty. And I need a fresh batch of cool CO2 to put in here. So I've got a bit of work to do. I really want to finish that array out in the vacuum corridor for the CO2 to cool a lot faster than it has been. But I don't want to do that, of course, until, the reason I'm looking at here is until I rip up these pipes. Those pipes are the ones that are going to be used at the back of my CO2. So it's interesting. I don't want to have to make more pipes. See, it's still only 95 kilopascals on the other end of the room. How much have I got left in this pipe? If I can get my mouse on it. Come on, come on, show me. Oh, had it for a second. Oh, there it is. So less than 2,000 moles of CO2 is in this pipe, and I'm still filling up the room. And the final temperature of this room ended up being about 37 degrees. I'm assuming it's much cooler down this end. No, it isn't. It's not that much cooler down this end. Okay, so now as this room cools down, the pressure will go down as well. So this, when I get back in here next, there'll be a pressure of like 70 kilopascals. So I do want to get this as high up as possible. It's only just dribbling up slowly at the moment. I know I could harvest all these plants, but there's really no point. Unless I just create an entire room full of lockers and just store plants in there. Yeah, I could be selling plants to the trader. More likely, if I was doing that, I would be making like soups and stuff, and I'd be selling that to the trader. The only thing I lose every there is 1 steel per can, basically. It's actually a really good source of income if you were doing a lot of trading. If you decided you were going to use a trader, harvesting plants, packaging it, microwaving it into soups and selling the soups. You can get like a little over 300 credits per soup to the right trader. Okay, that's about it. I don't want to leave this on because I'm going to be shoving more CO2 in this tank, into this pipe network very shortly. So I'm left with 1.6k moles of CO2. Let's turn this off. So the temperature is 37 degrees. It should be slowly ticking down. I'm just going to keep an eye on that. If the temperature is going up, I'm in trouble. I'll have to do something about it. It should be fine. The black hole is rising though, so temperature in here probably will tick up a little bit. But as we've been noticing, it's been going up during the day and down during the night, so it's perfectly fine. Just having a bit of a drink. And okay, let's deal with my water needs. Just to stop that horrific panting sound. While I'm at it, I will eat some food or throw the food on the ground in disgust. Either one suits me. Now, I want to get this greenhouse monitor sorted out. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while. I hate that it's here. This is awful. So we're gonna rip this up. Am I going to be able to lay these cables? I have to be in the greenhouse to lay them during the day. Okay, so I'm going to wait until almost nighttime, and then I'm going to rip this up and move it over there. So must remember. Now, some of the things I noticed. I mean, I have to move all this stuff into here. But one of the things I noticed that I got wrong last episode was I made a mistake with naming the CO2 tank. I just called it CO2. I didn't put the word tank afterwards. Okay, so that one's fixed. I never got around to changing this volume pump, which is something I really want to do, because this is just painful. This is just I can't tolerate this any longer. So I'm going to just rip that up now, and I'm going to move it up to here, to this spot there, this pipe that I'm ripping up right now, and I'm going to just stick it there, if I can move. Oh God, let me out. Okay. And yeah, we want it like this, and we want it to just, well, no, that's not that one. Wrong. So where's the last one I choose? I want it to basically go like this, and that way I should be able to access this from here. I should be able to turn it on, and I should also be able to see what's in the pipes. My big issue is, can I see what's in the pipe above it? That's going to be a problem. So maybe if it allows me, if it's not too much of a problem, maybe I should put it one space down. I'm going to try it anyway, and we'll see what happens. So Come on. I'm trying to. It's hard to line things up if you can't move, if you're stuck in place like this. My worry is that this might be too low down, and oh, God. Okay, let's do it from this side. Is this too low down? Wait, why is that? Yeah, okay. It's not flashing an error because it's not actually hooked up to power. So that's all I need to do. This should be okay. So I should be able to come over here, and if I can get my tablet out, I can see what's in the pipe above it. I can see I'll already know what's in the tank from the monitor that I'll eventually put up. At the moment, I can just look at the pipes down here, see what's in the pipe and in the tank, and its temperature. And look at that, temperature 43.3. That's good. That's decent. And I can look at what the temperature in this pipe is. So that's a nice little compromise, nice little mix. There's the sun. I mean the black hole. The issue here is just trying to find a way to connect up this volume pump. I don't have any. I do have some wires over here. Of course. Okay. Beautiful. I can just curl this down, bring it round, and run out of cable. No, I got tons. And fantastic. There we go. And I can turn that flash an error. Yeah, that's because I haven't hooked up the final pipe yet. So it's just a tiny little change, but oh my gosh, is it going to eliminate a lot of frustration. That actually could be a normal pipe. It doesn't have to be insulated, but yeah, so I can hit this now, and I can start pumping CO2 into my pipe network. See, it's boosting up like crazy. I don't want to yet. I want my CO2 to cool a bit more. It doesn't matter that I stuck that in right there. This CO2 should cool down to like 30 degrees or something the next time I decide to pop that up. Or if it cools down really, really quickly, yeah, I might end up putting icy cold CO2 in. It really doesn't matter. If the CO2 in here is a little too hot, I just make sure my greenhouse is cool before I do a gas swap. If it's a little too cold, I'll make sure my greenhouse is hot before I do a gas swap. So using gas swapping as a way of maintaining temperatures of tanks and your greenhouses, I don't know, it's just the way I do things. It's the most convenient for me anyway. Another thing I noticed is I don't know what I was thinking. The formula for nitrous is not N2O, it's NO. It's one nitrogen, one oxygen. When I watched the video and I saw that, it bugged me so much. I was like, what? But that's not nitrous. It's not nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide is NO. Oh, this is why I put N2O. Well, this is interesting. The game seems to think the nitrous oxide is N2O. What? Have I forgotten all my chemistry? What? Um, uh, okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly go to I don't think you can see these windows right now, but right now I am Googling nitrous oxide because I was certain it was NO, and I just misspelt it. Oh gosh, nitrous oxide. Okay, I'm Googling it. Nothing's happening. I'm wasting everyone's time Googling something. NO. I was right. It's NO. It's not N2O. Okay, that's what the game developers have to fix. The filters say N2O, but the formula for nitrous oxide is actually NO. So I was probably looking at those filters when I put that in, and I just blindly did whatever the filter said. Yeah, because it's calling nitrogen N, and it's not N, it's N2. I hope I got this one right. Yeah, N2. So I'm not sure. The game wants to name things weirdly. So yeah, this should be NO, and that should be N2. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked on stupid things. Why am I holding an atmospheric? Oh, that was my old combustor. My old combustor is going to go back here, but I want to have the switch facing me. That is an air conditioner. There we go, H2 combustor. So if I put it this side, the power is going to go in through the back, and the switch is going to be on the front. Now I could put it into the wall. I'm not going to. I actually do like it around about here. Um, yeah, around about here is. Notice the arrows are going the other way this time. So I actually am going to have to make more liquid pipes. But if I do like here, for instance, does that give me enough space? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Because oh, the gas mix is going to be on this side. I actually want this as far this way as I possibly can get it. And the reason is because remember, the gas mixer is going to be doing two jobs. It's going to be creating fuel mix as well as. Oh, God, that's an air conditioner. Why didn't it keep the setting? What was I saying? No, not that close. Here I do. The gas mixer that I put down is going to be doing two jobs. One, it's going to be feeding the H2O combustor, and two, it's going to be creating fuel mix. So over on this side here, I'm going to have like a canister storage, which will basically be my fuel mix. So the fuel mixer will probably go on this side of the wall, and it's going to poke some pipes that are going to split up here and out here. And the split off here is going to go to my fuel mix. I might have it sideways, I'm not sure yet. And the other end of it's going to go into my H2O combustor. And the water pipes are going to have to come out here and maybe around or something and into this system here. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to lay that out. That's not my priority right now. The priority is the sun is setting. So I do want to move this battery. I can fix my low battery at the same time. When I rip this up, all that charge that's still in here is going to be wasted, which is obviously no good. But there's not much I can do about it, except kind of leave it to the last minute. Just continue to just let it run down. It's currently powering my atmospherics. Right now I'm just emptying. I'm emptying my. We'll leave this up near the pipes. We're emptying my locker in preparation of it being drilled up and moved to a different location. Outside, when it's nighttime, I'm going to want to. Oh, I've got more of these. Cool. I'm going to want to get my furnace ready to go. So I'm going to be. Oh God, I keep putting my drill inside my locker. So I'm going to be wanting to process materials. That's great. Get my iron and coal all processed, ready for that last big furnace that I'm going to do. I still haven't solved the problem of what I'm going to do to feed it. I'm probably going to use one of these gas canisters here, not that one, like this one for instance, and put O2 in that, because I obviously, this is just too much O2. I do not want to put that much O2 in my furnace in one hit. That's nuts. I mean, I'm going to use fuel mix, aren't I? So I can put O2 in there. I'm going to want to make a fuel mix. I don't have a oh God, I can't make a fuel mix until I set this up. Okay, that's a problem for a bit later in the episode. I need a CO2 filter. I'm kind of desperate to get this recycler going so that I can so I can get all those filters and create a bunch of extra space. I really want to do that. Okay, let's put the toxic paint next to the plants, because that's how I roll, living on the edge. It is nighttime. Let's go out there right now when it's nice and cool. Let's just get a few more of these things sealed away. Put that there, put that there. Mark 5 crates. I should sell them, actually. I have no use for them whatsoever. Though it is kind of easy storage. I'd rather have lockers on me, actually. I got all these extra tanks I'm going to make use of. well, I don't know how I'm going to make use of it. That's going to be recycled. Let's put it in with the rest of my recyclers so I know to recycle it. Or maybe I should keep it as a memento. We'll put that there. I need to microwave to fill that can. Microwave something. Okay, we'll go out this side this time. Close that. Open this. And let's start getting ores and stuff processed. Temperature of this furnace has just slowly been dropping. Oh! Free stuff, free stuff, free stuff. Quick, quick, quick. Let's get some free copper. Let's go. In fact, let's leave this open. The temperature is going to go down like crazy. Let's just process as much as we can before the temperature drops below 327. It might. I don't know if I'm going to get this stack through. I did. No, no. See that? It was processing too. It was. Oh, there must have been 1 second in that. Honestly, I did get 1 stack of copper for free though. That's great. Okay, so the temperature here is, yeah, 303. I'm just going to spend this night time getting everything all set up for a big, big batch of steel. Now, one thing I'm going to do is, oh, like what I did before, I'm going to create a wall around this furnace and probably a roof as well, because what the steel did last time was very disturbing. So that when I do this last bit of furnacing, I have a little cage, so the steel can't get flung off into outer space. I swear that's what it was, where it was trying to go last time. It's like, oh, it's crazy. Okay, let's do this. Let's grab more of those. Hydrocarbons actually process really quickly. Oh, maybe it's the same speed. So just get this whole thing set up, and then I'm going to do some evacuating the furnace. I didn't leave the volume pump on, did I, for the carbon dioxide? Well, I'm sure everything would have blown up by now if I did. No, I didn't. I'm about to heat up my CO2 tank like crazy. I'm sure there's a lot of CO2 in there, a lot of very hot CO2. So when I evacuate this furnace, and the evacuation's happening very soon, I'll be pumping a lot of different gases, hot gases, into my tanks. Grab that. We'll grab this. We'll put the hydrocarbons in. So yeah, once again, I'm going for 1,000 steel. Not messing around. I like to do big batches of 1,000 all in one hit. It's going to take the furnace some time to be evacuated, so this big furnace job is not happening this night. I'm going to do it next night. I also want to go out and get some gold. I think gold is the resource I'm lacking the most. So I want to go mining for gold, but I want the... oh, we're almost half an hour into this episode. Really, half an hour? I haven't done anything. I've just tinkered around fixing a few little things here and there. But okay, we're almost half an hour into this episode. I mean, I guess I did the big gas swap, didn't I? That ate up a lot of time. Okay, so I can go mining for gold and stuff. There we go. It's all in there. I've got a variety of gases in here, like all 6 gases in there. A lot of X, a lot of CO2. Looking forward to collecting that up. A little bit of N2O. That's why they're not calling it N2O. They're not calling it NO. They're calling it N2O. That's dinitrogen oxide, what they're putting there, not nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide is NO, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Let's just get this out. And what's going to happen now is the volume pump's going to suck all the gases out there, stick it into my filtration system, which is going to filter it into the different tanks. I'm still on 3 bars with that large battery. I've got the filtration, the atmospherics running 24/7. The battery's disconnected, and it's still going. And I've done a ton of battery recharging. I got a little bit of time up my sleeve. I'm going to use this time to find some gold. Honestly, it'll take until like part way through the next day before that furnace is evacuated anyway. So I can't do my furnacing tonight as it is. There's lots of copper here. I love copper. I don't want to waste time collecting copper though. It was supposed to be a mission for gold, not copper. I'm gonna grab it anyway because I can't resist. I just see all this copper and it's like, ooh, look at all these goodies. I should remember where this is. I've been here before, I know that. I've been on this hill, this exact hill before. Okay, so we're looking for gold right now. Looking for a big gold deposit, and hopefully, I just found the nether. Anyway, hopefully the terrain starts updating whilst I'm mining it. Another big copper deposit, and another one. How could I possibly run out of copper on this world? I want gold, gold. This is why I want a mining outpost somewhere. Just set up an outpost, stay there for maybe a couple of nights. Just sit there and wait for everything, the terrain to load up, and then I can mine it all. This is a big mountain here. Big mountain. Surprised the black hole isn't rising. Ah, silly autosave. I should turn that off. I'm not even using it. Whoa! Whoa! The scary. Whoa! 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 Okay, so much for my travel away. Like, when I travel away, I need to go to the edge like this, wait for it all to load in, then go a bit further more, wait for it to load in. This is nuts. This just shouldn't be a thing. Have I found the edge of the world? Anyway, my plan was to find some gold, and I found 0 gold. I did find the nether. I should grind some blaze rods while I'm there. This is it. This is gold. I'm going to grab these bottom 2, because I'm pretty sure the terrain is not going to load. This is actually a fantastic deposit right here. There's quite a lot by the looks of it. And I'm sure there's even more through the terrain. I'm not going to get much, unfortunately. I want to come back here. I left those top 2 there. I haven't touched those with my drill yet. I'm just gonna like drill the terrain. It'll update at some point. Don't get cobalt. Just if I can see rocks flying off, I know I'm drilling something anyway. Just get a bunch of this stuff drilled. I've already collected that. I've already collected these 2. So when the terrain does one day finally update, there hopefully will be a bit more exposed gold here than just those 2 bits. Because this looks like a pretty big, pretty significant gold deposit. Well, I should be able to pull at least a stack out of here. I have 17 so far, so I've, at the very least, I've taken 1/3 of it. At the most, there could be like 2 stacks in here. I got to get back to base. I don't like that I have to play like this. It really is very annoying. I've already got that bit. This whole thing should just disappear on me when it refreshes. Base is... where is base? I could see it with the beacon on at night. I'm having trouble seeing it during the day. That's it just there, isn't it? So let's just keep track of where I approach from which direction. Oh, I circled all the way around. So it's actually out this door I want to go. Out this door and to the edge of that mountain there. So it's on the edge of that mountain. That's where my gold is. I got to remember that. Edge of mountain. It's getting pretty hot out here. I'm going to just quickly do some resource sorting. So when I fire the furnace up, I'm going to be running all this silicon through and all this iron and then gold and copper. I'm going to do some more mining next night. I want to get a bunch of gold. I do have that stack of copper that I got for free. Let's get out of here. Honestly, it's 341 degrees. I still have to solve the problem of the fuel mix. Because I ripped up my H2 combustor, I don't have fuel mix. That last big batch of water I did last episode instead should have been just collected as fuel mix. So that tells me there's a priority here. I've got to get this thing hooked up pretty soon. I left the volume pump on outside. I don't think that's an issue. You're still 3 bars. Wow. So we're just... I'm just emptying stuff here. I'm not even gonna... I'm not gonna put much thought into where I put these right now. I might have a more sorted system later. When I play games like this and you're accumulating resources, I like to have, like, you know, I like to have signs up labeling every single locker or chest and keep everything in a themed way so I know how to get things really quickly. Okay, filters. I need filter, carbon dioxide filter. I probably need to replace a bunch of filters actually on my atmospherics. H2 combustor setup is crucially important. Also, what happened with that CO2? Only got to 52 degrees. It's not that bad actually. Yeah, that's at 0. That's at 86. So I need to replace this filter. I'm actually gonna chuck this one here. Okay, so what about the O2? 7300. O2's fine. Don't need to touch them. 81, 100. That's amazing. Volatiles are barely... Oh, that's a medium filter. Yeah, I've already replaced one there. 10, 100. They're fine. That's actually just the one CO2 filter. And I'm about to make 2 of them. So I'm going to make 2 medium CO2 filters right now. I really want to recycle all this stuff. Potatoes, you come over here. There we go. It feels good to have my storage laid out like that, and it's actually quite perfect because I've got a lot of comfortable room here to work on my arc furnace with. Let's stick this ingot here. I know H2 combustor, I really... Where's all my copper? There it is. It wouldn't hurt if I chucked this in here. I really want to work on, not the H2 combustor, but the mixer, getting the mixer set up. I was going to do something. This monitor was going to be moved to here. Ah, that's what I was supposed to do during the night. I was supposed to lay the cables along there. Okay, I'll have to do it tomorrow night. Must remember this time. I got sidetracked. It's a problem. Another problem with working on so many projects at once. Not only do you end up with an inventory full of rubbish you don't even need, you this is it. You often midway through doing something, you start something else up and forget to do the thing that you were setting out to do. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm going to have a gas mixer here. So I don't like things poking through the wall. I can't stick this on the wall on this side. I can stick it on the wall on this side. It seems to want to go through the wall right now. There we go. Do I really want it doing... No. I need to swivel that round. That's not what I had in mind. Like this. This is not going to work. Unless I put it there. And I have the gas coming up and then circling around. I could do it like this. This might work. let's plonk it down and have a look. There's no harm in there's no harm in just chucking stuff down. I'm gonna need this, maybe this, and maybe those. So I'm going to want some pipes, and let's use the insulated ones, just in case, temperature leaks into my base or something. Um, so I'm not entirely certain how I'm going to. I can't see. There we go. It's funny, I can't see, so I turn my light off. So I got a gas mixer here, mixing the gases into this pipe here. And what I want to do is, I probably want, this will be easier from the back. I probably want to have this going straight up here. And then, oh, is this going to be a problem? How do I connect this up? Yeah, this is a slight problem. So see, my original thought was I can do this. I can have that go through there like this, and chuck my um, and chuck this like this, and that's where that's where I gain my fuel mix. That's not going to work anyway. I forgot. I need a pressure regulator. Ah. I don't actually have enough space for this to do it this way. I really want to get as much on the wall as possible. I don't want stuff on the walkway here. There's going to be some pipes and stuff, but I don't want to stick a mixer here and two pressure regulators. I mean, one pressure regulator goes on this wall here. The other one is going to be on the floor, but I thought maybe I can have it sideways. But my big problem is a pressure regulator has to go right here, like this, which is obviously, oh, that's pointing the wrong way. Yeah, okay, so like that. So there'll be one pressure regulator like this, unfortunately, and that blocks the power and data. How do I get power into there? I can't put it through there. Now, the monitor is going to be, my greenhouse monitor is going to be up the top here. So I don't want to have my pipes go up an extra row like this. Like that. That to me is crazy. Because as you can see, I can't actually put my greenhouse monitor there because there's currently a tank filler there. Problem. So there's a bit of some logistics here that need to be figured out. I am in a rush to do this. I can't do my big furnace until I have my fuel mix. So I do have to figure this out sooner rather than later, but it is nighttime. I want to check to make sure the furnace has been evacuated. And I do want to move this monitor. It might be easier if I move the monitor first. That temperature went up. It's a bit disturbing. Now, one of the big problems I find with these things is when you pull the glass off, the display, the circuit board just falls on the ground. I was a bit worried it'd like fall behind the battery, and I'd have trouble getting it. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. I mean, I swear, a lot of the problems that I have in this game is this trying to figure out how to fit stuff in. I know what's supposed to be connected to what, but you often have a certain space, or that a certain limited space you have to work with, and you have to figure out how to get the right. Yeah, you have to figure out how to do it. So if I just put this right on the very end, so it's yeah, it's interfering with everything else as little as possible. I might be able to do it. Maybe I can have my tank filler here, or I might have to bite the bullet and just stick the gas mixer on the ground behind the wall. But anyway, let's get this thing all hooked up. We're going to want to put this thing in here. At the moment, it'll say nothing. It won't even turn on because there's no no cables, but we're about to rectify that situation right now. Out we go. Get on the roof, quickly check. This is 0, 0. This is fantastic. It's all set to go. I just need the fuel mix. That's all I need. I'm determined to... yeah, this one here. I'm determined to do this furnace job before the end of this episode. I'm at the 45-minute mark right now. I can't go for too long today right now. I've got a few things I need to get done, so I don't want to spend too long in this game. I really only wanted an hour session this time, but we'll see. So at the moment, yep, everything's lit up. They flashed for a second because power got cut. I need more electrum. I need to redo all these lights. Oh, and I put these in place. I can rip up the steel underneath, the iron underneath. There's a lot of things I could be doing. But let's just get this working first. Let's suck out all the gases. 0, please. Thank you. God, that's convenient. And let's get the greenhouse working. Oh, it already says greenhouse temperature sensor. Okay. Fantastic. That is far more convenient. I can see that from my machines over here. I really do want to paint that though. But what color? I don't want to paint it the same as nitrogen. Are there any colors I could use? That's the wrong machine. What color could be my greenhouse color? Paint. Really, it should be green, but then what do I make nitrogen? Black? We'll just leave it. Well, I don't want to leave it white. I plan. I'm going to have monitors all along these windows here, different colors. And the fact that it's separated should be sufficient. But if I was going to paint it a color, I would make it the same as nitrogen, the green color. If I paint it inside, it will... Oh, gosh. If I paint it inside, though, it will release X into my perfect vacuum. So we're going to paint it in the airlock. It just falls out. It just vomits out a... Oh. Get my drill. There we go. So this is one way I can paint all my stuff without infecting my base of X. Just drop it on the ground, drag out my paint can, and go, and there we go, green monitor. And pick it back up, get the gas display ready. So it says pressure 0, right? But watch this, 3 pascals of X, 1 micropascal of X. I have to suck that out. It's why I can't really just trust it when it says 0, because there might be just microparticles. So when it hits 0, I don't just bang open the door straight away. I have to give it just a split second more to get rid of those little bits. Anyway, let's stop dilly-dallying. I'm wasting the night. Although I can't actually do anything until I have this mixer set up. But still, my quest is gold. The quest is for gold. I think if I turn this on, it will just give it to me straight away. Let's have a look. Yeah, so greenhouse temperature sensor. I don't want the airlock sensor. I'm just gonna... It's showing me everything on that system. Yeah, it remembered. I ripped it up and it still remembered. It's not supposed to do that. But I'll take it. It's all good. There we go. We got a greenhouse temperature in a more reasonable location. Solar panels nowhere near. It was this direction, wasn't it? Oh god, I got all these pipes on me. I'm trying to set up my gas mixer. Let's just dump it all on the ground. We'll deal with that later. Let's get the paint back. Let's go out and get some gold. There hasn't been a storm in a long time, so I'm very curious as to what's going on with that storm. You can create a storm warning system, I think. Well, I know you can. I don't know what it's called exactly. I've actually never created one before. I've never bothered. Well, I mean, I don't know if this is the exact deposit that I was at before, but I will definitely take it. I don't need this open. I forgot filters. I need to make 2 carbon dioxide filters. I'm gonna make the medium ones. But yeah, let's grab the gold. Look at all this. Fantastic. Exactly what I wanted. I need even more gold because I do want that electrum at some point. And this terrain is updating. This is fantastic. There's another thing I noticed. Sometimes you go out somewhere, you kind of mine up a whole region even though it's not updating, and then when you return to it, it updates straight away. So that's something that needs to be tested at some point. That little theory. You know, if I just spend a night just like randomly hitting at rocks that aren't updating and then go back there the very next night, will I be able to mine it all out? Lots of gold. I've got a stack already. This is fantastic. The other resource I want a lot more of is silicon. And I don't want that cobalt. There's some gold here. Fantastic. Okay, I still haven't done everything I've set out to do. I definitely, before I log off, I want to get that furnace run done. Which means I absolutely have to get that gas mixer back up and running. Maybe I'll just jank it in a stupid way and then work out how to fit it all in a nice, neat way at a later time. You know, another temporary solution, just so I can get it done. I was hoping I'd find a nice, neat way to fit everything on the wall, but I mean, there was one. Unfortunately, I had other uses for the wall as well, namely that that monitor, that console. That reminds me, I should bang off like 12 more consoles. Just let it run. Okay, the black hole is rising. I was hoping to find just a little bit more gold. There might be some here, just right up alongside the cobalt. Just quickly check. What was that? Oh, I'm not sure. I just got a text from someone. Yeah. I'm just eating all this away, trying to see if there's any more gold in this area. It doesn't look like it. It looks like I've got, you know, if there is more gold, it'll be a tiny amount. I see a little bit of shininess deep in here, so I'm just gonna work my way in here and see if that is anything. So just get this out of the way. I'm just worried about the terrain updating and me getting squished. I thought I saw a little shiny sparkle over here somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe that's just the black hole rising and the light glistening off the walls. I thought I saw something in there, but yeah, there's obviously just nothing. There's some iron in here and gold over there. Look, non-loading chunk is giving me a window through the rock. I can use my Superman vision for a short period of time, just a short period of time, and oh, what a sight, huh? And I know that there's gold up here somewhere. I really should just get stuck into this mountain, just keep hacking away at it. So I'm just gonna eat away a bit of the face of this, and hopefully when I come back here next, I will have exposed something. It's 260 degrees. I'm getting out of here. And I know there's gold through there. I just know there is. I saw it. Okay, let's just head back to my beacon. What a sight. I mean, not the floating error dirt over there. That needs to be. I don't know. That's. I mean, I know it's connected, and it's just loading. It's showing me one loaded chunk, and the chunks around it aren't loaded, and it looks like just a solid block in the sky, which is yeah, which looks ugly. Just seeing it, I want to charge over there and mine it out and just get rid of it. Don't open the door. Let's get rid of the pressure in here. Pressure 0. I always want to leave it that extra couple of seconds. It's not as accurate as a tablet. I'm actually going to double close my doors just in case I'm ever in a situation where I go in one door and out the other. If you wonder what I'm doing now, I'm just adding this to the pile. 26, 50, and 39. Open this up. I'll take this opportunity to get rid of this. Okay, gas mixer, gas mixer. I absolutely 100% need fuel. I can't do my furnace without fuel. I could probably do it just with oxygen alone. I could probably just shove oxygen in there and just add it with natural atmospheric gases and get an explosion that way. I don't necessarily need the fuel mix. I might just do it that way. Actually, it's going to take me too long to figure out how to put all this together. And there's other things on my list of things to do that I desperately want to get done. I want to get this battery moved back here. There's a lot that needs to be done. Once I move this battery back here, I'm then going to move this waste tank thing here, and everything's going to be all organized. I'm just being held up by this one annoying task. Oh God. Did you all hear that? That was me accidentally using my jetpack inside. I was looking for the L, the light button, and I accidentally pushed the J button. So now I'm turning these active vents on, and it's going to take forever to get rid of that tiny little bit of hydrogen I put in the base. On the plus side, it's only 1 degree Celsius, and I should have closed these doors. I should have closed them so that if that ever did accidentally happen, this would remain a true vacuum room. So now these radiators aren't anywhere near as effective. In fact, they're probably heating up my X rather than cooling it down. I got to get rid of these microscopic traces of H2. So I've got both my active vents going right now. Oh God, it's so easy to do when you're searching around for a key, and I was just looking for the L key. I was just trying to figure out which lighting is best. I accidentally turned my jetpack on. Okay, I'm just going to let those active vents suck for a while, and I'm going to try and figure this out, or at least jank together a solution I can actually use. So I want it like this, but I want to swivel these around like that. I don't want to be putting this here. I want to be putting it like hard up against the wall, not in the walkway. But I honestly, I don't have time. I've got things to do. So I'm just going to jank together a solution, just in the interest of getting this transmission finished earlier. And I'll think of a more elegant way of putting this together. I might even do it off video, just load in the game and experiment a bit with different setups, because I don't want to waste everyone's time as I sit here. Of course, people watching are probably already in their mind figured it out and gone, oh, it's easy. You just put that there, that there, that there, and that there, and it's all done. And me, I can't see it personally. I'm just blind as a bat.
Hydration critical.
It's one of the things when you're watching someone else play, you can often just see things that the person playing can't. It's quite difficult when you're trying to talk about the game, narrate your thoughts as you go along, and explain what you're doing. Sometimes you just make sort of absurd mistakes you wouldn't ordinarily make, because your mind is thinking about what's the next thing to say rather than just doing stuff. So I'm going to do it this way just for now. This is a temporary. I'm not happy with solution. I don't want the floor covered in these devices. It's a pain to walk over. It's not a very and it looks ugly as well. But on the other hand, I need to do it. I need to get something down, because I can't furnace until I have my fuel mix. Oh, what about the temperature of my gases? That's another thing. I might not even be able to fuel mix. I might have to go with the pure oxygen route. 20 degrees, and in this pipe system, negative 37. But how much have I got? Okay, almost 14,000 moles. And of course, my oxygen is icy cold and that needs to be solved. I really want to. Next time I gas swap, I really want the well, I don't have to go over there anymore. I really want the greenhouse to be hot, not cold. But that means I need the carbon dioxide to be cold, which it isn't. Carbon dioxide's way too hot. Yeah. So how is my oxygen tank? It's actually fine right now. It's not any kind of issue whatsoever. I can see the water sign flashing. I just don't care. That water sign flash is always flashing. No, let's do it this way. So this is janky and horrible and not what I had in mind. Let's turn this round like this. Is that interfering with my machine? It's going to be right up next to the machine. It doesn't matter, because I'm going to curl it round like this. Oh, whoops. Like that. And I'm going to have the canister storage here. Where's that? Yeah, it's there. Okay, so but the canister gets picked up on the opposite side of where the pressure regulator is, and I don't even know if I can even put stuff in here. I can. It's okay. Oh, it's connecting to it's connecting to the data port of my H2 combustor, which I don't want to connect to. Okay, let's try this. There we go. This H2 combustor is going to need to be connected at some point. I actually like the idea of connecting it all up to here. Do I have to be on the other side to connect this last bit up? That should do it. Should all be connected now. Yeah, I don't need the data port. I'm just connecting to it because I think it's free. I don't think it costs a cable to do that. I wasn't watching my cables, so maybe it wasn't free. It's only one cable, and I seem to have a lot of cables, so it's not an issue. I'm more just trying to get this done, just getting it done. Yikes. Okay, so we have my H2 come through this pipe. I have a pressure regulator, which I don't have to psychotically click on. I want this to be like 20,000. And the O2, I only want to do like 5,000 at a time. I think that's perfectly fine. And I can do the mix later. That's fine. All good. We're getting there. I can see my water thing flashing. This is good. I want to get O2 in here now. So we'll get our 5,000 kilopascals of cold O2 in there. I want to get H2 in here. Now this takes quite some time to get in. I should have activated this one first. And there we go. And it's just taking so long. Wait, what? Why is it only putting trace amounts in? Did I set this wrong? There's something not right here. Oh, I know what's not right, and I'm sure everyone watching me knows what's not right. It's not connected to power. I'm like, what? What? Nothing's happening. Okay, let's just get this done. Around there. Okay, good. Should be filling up now. Now, this is going to take quite a long time for me to get H2. From experience, trying to fill pipes of H2 takes a long, 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 long time. What's the temperature of this H2? It's not really enough, but I have got, yeah, 14,000 moles in that pipe, so I don't need to. This should be fine. I'm getting this to, yeah, this should be about 500 moles by the end. Should end up with about 500 moles of this stuff in here. This is the difficult bit. I need 1,000 moles in here, and I've got 28 so far. So it's going to take quite some time. Then it goes into this pipe here after I gas mix it. Speaking of gas mixing, let's just change it. That's input 1 is hydrogen, so I need hydrogen to be double the oxygen. Yeah, so 6733. That's 67%, that's 33%, that's good. So I'm going to just be coming back and looking at this, and once it's filled up, I'm going to gas mix it. It's going to float around in these pipes here. It's going to want to go into my H2 combustor, but it won't unless I turn the combustor on, which wouldn't do anything because I don't have a water pipe connected to it yet. So it's just going to sit and collect up in those pipes there after I gas mix. Then I'm going to hit this, and I get to choose the pressure that I want. And I'm just going to go 9,500. I don't need a big gas mixer. I'm not doing Invar or Constantan. I don't need super high pressure in my furnace. I honestly could just chuck oxygen in there. It wouldn't really be a problem if I just used half my oxygen tank to do that furnace. I might end up doing that anyway. But I have started this process. But anyway, I just have to, once I've got the gas mixed and floating around in this pub, I just have to hit that, stick the canister in, it'll fill it up to 9,500, and then I can use it as fuel for my furnace. I'm probably just going to use my oxygen tank, or half my oxygen tank. That's actually a ton of oxygen. That will create an enormous that'll create too much pressure. Other things I wanted to do was set up a temporary capture device. I'm just going to use these iron walls for now, and iron sheets. Just a little cage. Go down to 2 bars. I want to rip up that battery before the end. As an hour and 7, I don't want to go for too much longer. This furnace job has to happen very soon. So last time I did a big furnace job, it caused a horrible thing happened. Well, it didn't. It almost happened. It flung the ingots like up. So I'm going to just create a roof, to be honest. Is that going to make it hard for me to do anything if I have a roof here? And let's just chuck this here and here. It flung it back. It didn't flung it out the front. So I'm hoping it doesn't stick anything down there, because that would be awful. I would just lose it. It shouldn't do. If it's going to create a giant, pressure wave sending my steel off, it should send it off in that direction. So let's just fill these in with iron sheets right now. I'm going to rip all this up afterwards, of course. I do not want this here. This is ugly. Am I dying of thirst? Of course I'm dying of thirst. Okay, so that's fine. This is off anyway. The furnace is evacuated. Should I use half my oxygen tank? Is it too dangerous to do that? Am I going to blow up my furnace? How many moles could there possibly be in my oxygen tank? I guess I could throw it on the ground and have a look at it, but I do that inside inside the vacuum. Where is the solar panels? I've got enough time to do this tonight, actually. I might just do that. Oh, I left this going. I didn't mean to. I don't actually want to be gas capturing. I'm trying to cool down my tanks, not heat them up. I'm not going to do a gas swap in a while, so it's not a big deal. It's a deal, which is not a big deal. I don't need these. It's fine. Water. I came in here for a specific reason. What was it? Oh, I wanted to throw my oxygen tank on the ground and check how many moles I had in it. Um, meh. 321. I don't want to spend 321 moles. I will blow up my furnace. Absolutely. So I'm going to have to do this gas mix. Okay, means I'm hanging around for a bit longer. I'm going to be doing my furnacing tomorrow night. Game time tomorrow night, that is. Although I'm up to 5 megapascals. I could mix quite a bit of this stuff. What's the temperature? Negative 39? Negative 14? I can do this. I can start mixing. I'm not going to get it done tonight. Look where the solar panel is pointing. The black hole is almost rising. So I'm going to just spend the day doing all those tiny little things that I've wanted to do but haven't had a chance to do yet. Like get more filters. I'm going to need silver, aren't I? And constant tan. Let's just empty all my machines and shove them all in the one machine. It's the lazy approach. Wait, that's not open, is it? It'd be really funny if it was just getting shat out the other side. Okay. There we go. Close that. Off you go. Ton of resources in there. Filters. I need 2 CO2 filters. Oh, wait. I want medium. Filter 2 medium CO2 filters. I can't make the heavy ones yet until I have advanced alloys. I'm running low on iron. It's actually a good thing I did smelt all that silver. I'm going to use it all. Why are these so slow? Okay, so I've got all medium filters on me right now. Feels good, feels good. Just getting the second one. I want to quickly swap my battery out before the third one gets built, because I don't want a third one. Stop. This goes into my CO2 filtration system. I didn't swap out any others, did I? They're all hunky-dory. They're all good. I was accidentally gas capturing, so this must be getting low. It seems fine. Okay, so filter situation is remedied. I want to move that battery. I badly want to move that battery. This is my fuel mix. How's it going? See, if I want to get the pressure in this pipe, putting this through the wall could have been a big mistake, because I'm measuring this mixer pressure from here, and I'm measuring this, oh God, this pressure from here, and I'm turning that on from here and collecting it from there. It wasn't well thought out. I can measure the mixer pressure from here. So, whoa, too much H2, not enough O2. Okay, so let's, O2 is input 2. I need to change that. I wanna get some more O2 in there. Actually, let's really boost it up to like 40%. Let's hit this thing. Let's get a tank in there, a fuel tank. I only want a small tank for this. Oh God. Yeah, I can't leave those there. I can't. They have to be on the walls. I'm gonna find a way to do it. So right now it's giving me a 69-31 mix. But see the difference in the amount of moles. If I stuck my tank in there, it would be very bad. The amount of pressure in the furnace would be insane. So gosh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's make it 50-50. I'm trying to get the O2 to catch up to the H2. And I'm hoping it does it in here as well. The O2 is barely going up. What's going on here? I just changed it to a 50-50. Is there no O2 in here? This is annoying. I mean, these percentages are just wrong uh, all the time. Let's seriously boost the O2 up to like 70%. And let's try and get the percentages in here closer to correct. This canister should probably be about full now. No, it's nowhere near. Nowhere near. I've probably gone overboard on the O2. Yes, I have. But we're going to drag it off of that. Input 2, right? Input 2. And we're going to go back to the 67-33 setup. And hopefully it equalizes out. Actually, I've gone way overboard. I'm gonna boost up the H2 now. Although this pipe is actually perfect. This one's doing fantastic. It's this one that's very, very wrong. Those percentages should equal out now that I've got a lot more H2 coming in. That pipe, of course, is empty because H2 takes forever. You're not needed anymore, my friend. Let's try and do it just with these two. Okay, let's drop it to that. What's my fuel mix in the tank? How close am I? 66-34. Honestly, that's good. I can live with that. And I'm just waiting for the pressure of this to get up to 9,500. Then when the black hole sets, I'll go outside, chuck it in there, and we'll do our furnacing. Just get everything we want and need. Okay, I can't rip this up because those things are working on this battery. Oh God, that was one of my main tasks I want to get done this episode, was moving of this battery into this corner here, and moving of this waste tank over to here. Now I do have pipes, so I can at least start that process up. Basically, it's just going to be a pipe that it's honestly just going to sit alongside here. So it's a pipe that's basically just going to pop out here, and it's going to pop out here and up there, and it's just going to be my emptier. We'll grab those. I'm going to use yellow for like neutral, basically. Up you go, and that's honestly good enough. It'll be nice and comfortable and easy to use. So let's rip this up. This thing here, I don't need this little knob here. Yeah, so you sit on the ground and think about what you did wrong. Okay, there we go. That's back to being connected. Fantastic. Did that not use a pipe then? What? I don't know what happened then. I don't care. I'm not going to think about it. Let's get this. There we go. How's that? I mean, it could be no, it can't be a bit higher. Monitors are going along here. So this actually works. This works quite well. When I want to empty my waste tank, I just splash it in there. It should only take a few seconds. And there we go. It's emptied. And the gases end up in my system. Okay, it's taking shape. It's taking shape. There's one task out of the way anyway. Consoles. Okay, I know I stuck everything in here. Now I'm going to stick everything in there, my electroprint. Ah, I'm trying to click on these things. They're getting away from me. I need a ton of consoles, a ton of gas displays. I think I have to hook up that nitrous tank as well. I have to check to see which tanks have the data hooked up and which ones don't. We'll I honestly don't think I have enough copper and gold to do this anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so we could let's console. I want to paint them all anyway, so meh. Okay, the only thing that's limiting me here is iron. I think I have iron for 14 consoles, and I want 12. Oh wait, gold. No, yeah, no, I have enough gold. Just if I just leave that running, I'll end up building 2 consoles too many. Okay, so how's my fuel tank going? My fuel mix? There we go. It's perfect. It's great. I'm going to leave this fuel mixer going because honestly, I want all this O2 to be combined with this H2. I can always just do some water later on, but I'm going to need water pipes for that. And oh god, I didn't realize how quickly these things made. Stop making them. How many have I got? Okay, they're only stacking 5s. I thought consoles would be a bit longer than that. Is there any in there? How did none get in there? They're piling up everywhere. I'm not going to have enough gold to do everything I want. So pretty much I'm going to have just console monitors go all the way along here. And I want to spray paint them different colors. I got 10, I want 2 more. 1, 2. Now, 2 of them are going to stay white because oxygen is white. So I'll deal with those in a minute. And I'm going to want to paint all the others. So I'm going to want 1 for the nitrous, 1 for the nitrogen, 1 for the X, 1 for the hydrogen, I don't need the oxygen, and 1 for the carbon dioxide. I knew my friend, no longer required. Oh, black hole's almost set. It's almost furnace time. We're going to do this. One last big furnace job. So I actually want to split these in half and get 2 and chuck them down. And these are my nitrous consoles. Fantastic. Then I want to split 1, and I'm not going to have enough room. Pick up that 1 and drop these 2. And these are, oh, okay, no furnace job right now. A storm just hit. Good thing I didn't charge outside. Oh gosh, I'm trying to pick up a tablet with a console. What? Okay, let's do it this way. Split 1. Okay. Console. Why is this tablet even here? Okay, so here's my X. Thank you. You're ready for display. And let's just split these in half. And then chuck them on the ground. Switch the X up for the H2, the volatiles. Good job. And then chuck these on the ground, pick these up, put these here, and the last one is the car key. Okay, so hopefully this will all make sense in just a second. I just have to suck all that X out of this room. I just want to do this furnace job. It's an hour 24. Ooh, okay, that's good enough. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, so what's happening here is these purple ones are going to display the purple stats. Well, why isn't it spinning around? There we go. I want it like this. The purple stats. And it's going to be like this. Yeah. And then the green ones are going to display the stats of the hydrogen. And they're just going to be like this. And the red ones are going to display the stats of my X tank. It's just going to go like this. Then pink. So I'm not actually attempting to like line them up with my tanks or anything. I just want like one like wall that just gives me all the information at a glance. And that's going to save me a lot of time later on. Whoa, I gotta be careful. I almost unpainted my stuff. Alright, now this is the oxygen. And then finally, the CO2. Okay, so that's all my monitors. So inside all those monitors, I'm going to want to put gas displays, just like my greenhouse gas display on the end there. And, you know, it's going to be like temperature, pressure, temperature, pressure, temperature, pressure. I'm going to need glass. How much glass? 12 glass? I don't think I have 12 glass. I do have 12 glass. But it's pointless me putting glass on them until I have the displays done. And I have to go tape up my solar panels. Display, gas display. And yeah, they're 5 gold, 5 copper a piece, so I can't afford them. And 1 iron. I need iron, gold, copper. I'm not going to do that until after furnace stuff has happened. But it's going to be pretty good afterwards. I'm going to be able to work in this area here and just at a glance see what all my tanks are doing, which will be fantastic. This battery is almost dead. Have I used up all the oxygen in here yet? No, I haven't. I might have to just turn all this off and forget about it. I've got my fuel mix. The next thing I need to do, of course, is, well, let's chuck all my spray paint back down. Let's put it in here this time. Where's my white? Over there. Is tape. I'm going to have to duct tape all my solar panels. And I have more solar panels now, so I need more duct tape. Duct tape requires iron, doesn't it? Which I only have 4 iron left. That storm hit at a very inconvenient time. How much? That's duct. 2 gold, 2 grams of iron each, so I can only make 2 of them. I don't have enough iron to make the duct tape. Did I leave any resources like half furnace? No, I didn't. Oh, there's all my iron gone. I'm going to get this furnace job done. I'm going to do it. I'm not leaving until it's done. It's going to get done. I just have one other job I have to do suddenly now. Duct tape all my solar panels. And I don't think I have enough duct tape for that. Which means I might need to... I'll get more iron when I do my furnace job. So probably the very last thing I do in this episode after the furnace job would be to make a little bit more duct tape and repair the solar panels I missed on my first run over. So I'm just waiting for this storm to end. I'm going to rip up this battery right now while I'm waiting. Let's just suck the last little bit of juice out of it. It's at 98, 78. I can grab a bit of stuff here. Thank you. I can just fill up my batteries really quick. That's at 22. I'm going to gain a bit there. That's at 100. That's at 100. That's at 98. I can boost this up really quickly. Tablet, 93. Where did this come from? Let's have a look. I don't even know where it came from. Oh, my drill, of course. The tablet has the 84. Is it finished yet? It's still going. What? is this? Okay, let's make this one blue. And last thing I'm going to do is fill up that battery to 87. And then it'll be time to move this stuff. This line here is going to be one of the first things that's ripped off. All my filtration is about to get turned off. Storm is still going. I'm just waiting for this. Yeah, okay, it's done. Okay, let's go. Let's get this drilled up. Unless the storm ends, in which case let's charge outside and repair solar panels. It's going to be, honestly, not in the wall, but out the wall, like this. Yeah, good. Let's rip this off. Hey, it lost some power somehow. Oh, because it was yeah. So my entire filtration system is currently not operational. It won't be until I reconnect everything up. Now, when I did that to the battery, it lost all its charge. So that's something you got to be aware of when you're. This should be okay. That shouldn't be in the way. It's something you got to be aware of when you're moving batteries. Is that you just lose everything, all your stuff. Oh, it's daytime out there, but I haven't got this hooked up yet. Bang! You just sit there. Let's just quickly rush out there before it's daytime and tape these up. Do I have to wait one more day to get my furnace job done? I certainly hope there's no atmosphere in my base left. Okay, I'm not going to even bother checking the percentages. I'm just going to repair them. I do like to see which ones, who won, basically. Not that there's any winners or losers. They all lost. But yeah, sometimes solar panels just get absolutely hammered from one storm. Let's go. 75. That one must have been hurt quite a bit. These solar panels are almost vertical, which means the black hole is rising any second now. 73. I'm going to run out before I get to my flat panels. I'm going to run out before I get to the end of this line. Maybe not. 100%. Okay. So that's all the important solar panels done. Now, as for the flat panels... Okay, and I'm out. I've got 3 damaged flat panels that I have to repair. Hello, black hole, here to ruin my day. Okay, anyway, let's just get stuff done. Get stuff done. Let's go. Yeah, pull this out. Because I jetpacked inside before, if you remember. So I'm pretty sure I would have gotten it all by now. Because I've had that door running and that door running the whole time. Let's get this battery. I want to get this thing charging as soon as possible. I was going to sneak around this corner, but it might be quicker just to go up the wall. I honestly think it might be just quicker to do that. Yeah, because it doesn't even use a cable to do that. Okay, so we're just going to go down here. Yeah, which means I don't need this cable connector here. Well, I mean, I need it, I just don't. Oh, whoa, I just messed that up really badly. Try again. That goes up there, and this goes like that. There we go. Unmessed up. Good. Yep. And this should now be charging. Yep. Let's crowbar this out. Let's throw this in. Well, there's no point switching it on until I've connected it up back up to all this stuff. So it's going to probably just go dead straight for now, and then curl around like this. Yep. can't believe I haven't done my furnace job yet. I honestly, I'm very surprised that I haven't done it. It's coming. It's coming. Very next night. I promise. It's happening. It's not even going to be that big a thing. It's just like plonk in the fuel. Um, yeah, plonk in the fuel, pull the lever, and then run some resources through, and it's done. It's like it's such a simple job. Yet I'm an hour and a half into this video, and I haven't done it yet. And not from lack of trying either. I'm going to leave all that like that. That's fine. It's not going to heat up and blow up on me, is it? I don't have to worry about this. It's all insulated. It's all super cool. Um, okay, so these should all be working again now. Good. My filtration system, fantastic, is back up and running. Greenhouse temperature, 31.5. Fuel mix is ready to go. My battery has been moved. This is a far better location than it was before. I can run through this gap and not get hurt. I got my cupboard set up. My arc furnace is, I don't know. I thought it was going to be a good location because I'd be able to see the resources, but maybe not. The recycler hasn't been hooked up yet. That's just going to connect straight to this line here. So we can just run this down here like this. And we can actually spend today recycling all my filters. Finally get rid of those horrific things. So just check, all working, good. This thing is really easy to use. These filters they all just cost iron, so I'm just going to run them through. What's going to happen is goop is going to pop out the other side. What? Oh, yeah, and there we go. I got 5 goop. Reagent mix. And yeah. If you run them through one at a time, you'll get 2.5 reagent mix for each one. And the mixes actually stack together, so you don't have to. So there's my goop. I can just put them together. So reagent mix can all stack together. It's very convenient. I'm just throwing all this in. Now, if you put all this in a centrifuge, it'll break it back down to its original ores. In this case, the ore is just iron. So rather than put it through a centrifuge to get the iron, I can just put it straight in the furnace as reagent mix. So each one of these filters is giving me 2.5 iron. So yeah, so that's actually 30 iron ore I'm pretty much holding in my hand right now. And I'm going to chuck this canister in as well. I'm actually curious to see what the canister spits out. This is 5. This time I'll get 2.5. Oh, 2. I think it rounds though. I think it actually remembers the decimal point. This will also give me 2, but when I combine it, it should give me 40. There we go. And if I put this together, oh no, so I actually stuffed up then. You don't want to do decimals, so I actually lost an iron there, and iron just disappeared forever. But considering the amount of iron I've lost by making duct tape and using it on my solar panels, that 1 iron is kind of insignificant. It's not important. But yeah, this is like it's like a stack of iron. I can just chuck this in because everything that I put through there costs iron. And look at all that cupboard space, isn't that fantastic? I've got room to spare. I can stick more stuff there now. This thing is charging up uber fast with the solar panels. It's pretty cool. I need more duct tape, but I don't have any more iron. I want to just quickly check to see which tanks I haven't hooked up yet, which looks like it's most tanks. I do not have enough cables, so I'm just trying to do all these little itty bitty little annoying tasks whilst I have daylight. Oh my gosh, what? Okay, no one saw any of that. I'm really tired, and I've been trying to leave for like 30 minutes now. So, yeah, every tiny little mistake I make is gonna drive me crazier and crazier as I go along. The longer I play, the grumpier I get, I guess, when tiny little things don't go my way. I mean, it's some people find that funny to watch. It's not funny for me. It's frustrating. And I'm out of cables. But yeah, I want to hook up all these tanks because they're all going to be connected to these monitors. Obviously, I need to go back to creating cables. I did want to create gas displays. Um, we'll do that once I actually have the resources to do it. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. I've actually done, despite the fact that I haven't done the big furnace, I've actually achieved quite a lot this episode. Getting all these monitors in place, ready to go. Yeah, doing a big gas swap, replacing this around, getting all the ores processed in the furnace. It's quite a lot of stuff that I've actually done. It's just been, rather than being one big project that I've done, it's lots of little bits and pieces. Okay, so this thing is a nightmare and needs to be fixed. Obviously, it's not good. Did I leave a cable in the machine? Oh, I'll check in a second. I need to connect the data up. Thank you. And that one's connected. That one's connected. That one's connected. The O2 is almost connected. That's just... O2 is connected. Great. Is the CO2 connected? Yep, all my tanks are now connected up to data, which means when I finally do get gas displays and all these things, they will hopefully just work. They've all been renamed. Is there a way of saying? Yeah, no tank. No tank. Maybe, yeah, maybe I should just call it nitrous tank or something. So I got a no tank and an N2 tank. There is no tank there. I'm hooking that up to no tank. The greenhouse monitor's moved. H2 combustor is, well, it's set up. Water pipes. I don't have any iron. I can't make water pipes. I can spend this tiny little bit of time, well, firstly, drinking water. Then eating food. Thank you. And now I could, well, what? Oh, I didn't put that away. I can rip these up and kind of maybe just rip up a few of them maybe. I'll rip them up all the way to this thing and think about how this is going to work. It's going to probably curl around like this, and I don't really want it to block the walkway. Running like along a horizontal pipe like this is not as annoying as running down vertical pipes, in my opinion anyway. So I'm going to put this here, and the vertical pipes, when I finally have the iron to make them, will just connect up there. So sun is setting, time to grab my fuel mix. Here we go. I should check to make sure I've got the right composition. 6634, it's close enough. I'm a bit low on the H2 side, but it's fine. How many moles was that? 104 moles. That's the same as 5 oxides and 10 volatiles. That's actually quite a lot of pressure. I can do a lot with that. That's a lot. It's a lot of fuel. That is a ton of fuel. Okay, I'm just going to make sure I don't have these things running, because I was just in case there were little bits of gas still in my base after I accidentally used my jetpack. I just wanted to make sure I got it all. Okay, yeah, so there's going to be quite a bit of force on this. I should leave this open because I just let out gas in there. There's going to be quite a bit of force on this thing. So when I pop the steel out, it'll get shot out at probably not the speed the other one was, but at quite an impressive speed. I could quickly grab just a few more ores. So that's basically 39 iron right there, that reagent mix. I can just grab some nearby ores. Just, I don't need this open. So, like, there's always silicon near my base. I said there's always silicon near my base. Always. Okay, there it was. Game was making me look like a fool then. Just quickly grab, like, because this furnace is going to be super hot, super high pressure, and I will actually be able to get a ton of ores done. A ton, a giant batch of them. Okay, here I am cleaning up terrain rather than actually mining ores. Now let's not waste time. I wanted to end a long time ago. Where are you? Come on, ores. That's the wrong ore. I've kind of mined all the nearby ores in my base. So yeah, I should be able to run a very large number of resources through with the amount of fuel I've got, the amount of fuel I'm putting in. I do want to run some ordinary stacks of iron through because my iron has completely run out and I need more duct tape. Something I got to remember to do for next episode, next time I play, is duct tape up the damaged solar panels. So that's one task. One thing I would like to set up is a storm warning system. I've never set one up before, but I'd like to see how it works. What's going on there? I might have to do a bit of reading to figure that out. I've got a lot of hours in this game, and honestly, I've never ever set one up before. So it would be nice to be able to, I don't know, I don't even know how it works. I think there's different 3 modes of one saying a storm is in progress, one saying one's impending, and one saying all clear. I think something like that. It'd just be nice if I could just look at the weather station, or I don't even know what it's called. Just look at it and go, oh, it's all clear, and know that I can run off mining and not have to worry about getting stuck in the middle of a storm. Just a few more. This has actually been not a bad little deposit. I know that terrain looks red hot, but it doesn't hurt. But not with your hard suit. I don't know if the other suit it might hurt. I don't know if you're in your non-upgraded suit, it might hurt, but it doesn't hurt a hard suit at all. There's nothing to it. I wanted more silicon than this, but I honestly just want to get this done. So let's get it done. Okie dokie. We're getting close. Okay, so this stuff here, yeah. This stuff here goes in after I pull that out. So I can get all this prepared, ready to go. The silicon will go in first. I'm going to have 2 silicon in my hand, ready to go. Then the iron is going in next. The reagent group. And then after that, I should have plenty of time to get the gold and copper in. So it's kind of I'm going backwards from bottom right up and around like this. This is not even going to be in my hand, so yeah. And then it's just a case of how much copper can I get through before it gets too cool. Should be the lot. I should have no problem getting the entire lot through. There should be no issue at all with this. At all. There should just be it should just be easy. Okay, so let's go. Hopefully I don't blow myself up. Gas canister in. Turn this on. This thing's about to ignite like crazy. Oh, it's cold. When I hit the activate button, it'll ignite like crazy. Here we go. Boom. First comes my 2 steel ingots. They didn't fly like crazy this time. And now I'm just very high temperatures in there. It's insane, actually. I could be making constant tan, Invar, all sorts of stuff right now. I kind of wasted fuel mix, but I don't exactly have oxygen problems. I'm going to make this easier on me by closing this and just pulling it all out once, because I don't think there's any chance the temperature is going to drop below 6 or whatever it is, 673, 637. I don't know. It's like 800 right now. It's fine. Okay, and we pull out a big ingot instead of the small ones. Anyway, yeah, let's just get this out of the way. Let's get the iron in. I know I'm wasting time. And the temperature is starting to drop pretty quickly. I don't need to do this. I can chuck it all in, I think. I don't think it's going to be a problem. When that drops to 800, then I'm in trouble. Oh, it's dropping really fast. Okay, let's just pull it out. Big chunk of iron just came out. Okay, and then the gold and copper should not be a problem. I should be able to chuck all this through without any trouble at all. So let's just get the gold in, and we'll do it all in one hit. In the end, I didn't have to worry about unidentified flying ingots. Just wasn't a problem. Oh, did I? No, I just haven't pulled it out yet. Whoa, oh, maybe I have to worry about my feet getting squished. Okay, let's just... What? Oh, God. How? What's the temperature? Yeah, easy. Piece of cake. I can just make one giant copper ingot rather than a whole pile of little ones. Keeping the lever open is something you only do if it's kind of dicey, it's touch and go. You may get it through in time, you may not. Otherwise, you just stick it all in and just get the one ingot. And there we go. Pull it out. I'm pretty sure that's all my resources. I got a big hole here, right there. Nice, cruisy, easy furnace job right there. There's nothing more in here. This furnace is basically done. I don't have any more use for it anymore. Well, I don't have the other furnace set up yet. Next episode, I've got to remember to rip down all these walls. I do not need them anymore, and also empty my furnace. It's worth going mining to just get a little bit more copper and gold, since it's free to run it through there right now, but I'm not going to bother, honestly. I gotta stop. I have to stop. I'm just going to get all these resources safely inside my machines, and then I'm going to put an end to this episode. So I did achieve a lot, just lots of little bits. And this is one last final goodbye to this furnace, I think. Its furnacing days are over. Unless it's like super hot next time I open it up, I look in it and go, whoa, that's super hot. It might get one last like little stack of gold or something. So all that's in there. This is all done. This is all completed. This furnace is finished. I'm going to rip this thing up and all the pipes associated with it that I don't need, and start working on the advanced furnace. It's sad. That furnace has done a great job for me. It's served me well. Where are all my resources? They're all in here right now, so I'm just gonna chuck them in there, except the iron, which I chucked a stack of iron already in the tool manufactory so that I can make some duct tape. Okay, let's go. Whoops. Want to get out of here. Okay, I love it. 1,000 more steel. I can finally like completely overhaul my base with steel instead of iron. Okay, this is done. Let's turn that off. Let's get some duct tape really quick. I'm going to go out during the day just to save time. I I just want to finish, just duct tape those things up, because I know I'll forget otherwise. 3 duct tapes should do the lot. I said 3, not 2. Okay, that should be fine. That should be enough to finish this off. And yeah, I'm gonna go stare the black hole right in the eye. Let's have a fight. Actually, no, let's not. That probably won't end well for me. Let's just get this done. It's still actually pretty cool out here, and by that I mean 350 degrees. And that should be it. Just a once over. If I see red, 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 red. If the cube is red when you highlight it, it means you can't repair it. Here I can't really see the cube, but I can read. Okay, I actually only needed a little over 1 bit of duct tape, one duct tape roll. It's okay. I'm sure the others will be used. There will be more storms. Okay, so yeah, while I'm just putting away this duct tape, I'm just gonna say goodbye to everyone. I'm gonna pick this series up a bit later on. I'll probably do a bunch more Venus episodes first, though. There's still a lot I want to do. Obviously, these are all going to be filled in. There's still a lot of little housekeeping pieces to do, but I actually got the bulk of it done this episode. I got the bulk of the stuff I wanted to do this episode. I got my battery moved. It's starting to take shape, and I can take on bigger and bolder projects like the advanced furnace. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone, and hope you enjoyed it, and see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.